Society drills an equation into our heads from childhood. Memorize facts, pass exams, and the acquisition of vast knowledge guarantees financial success. But look at the faculties of any major university. These institutions aggregate civilization's general knowledge, yet most professors walking those halls possess little wealth. The academic model's flaw is structural. Professors specialize in the transmission of facts to passive students, rather than organizing those facts into financial utility. In 1937, Napoleon Hill codified this observation in Think and Grow Rich. His research led to a blunt conclusion. General knowledge, no matter how vast or varied, is practically useless for accumulating money. Treating general knowledge as a standalone asset is the primary reason highly educated professionals often find themselves trapped in permanent financial stagnation. To understand why, we have to draw a strict line between general knowledge and specialized knowledge. The famous aphorism tells us that knowledge is power. That statement is false. Knowledge is only potential power. It only converts into actual power when it is organized into definite, practical plans of action. And that action must be directed toward a specific end, such as a precise financial target. Traditional education focuses on acquiring facts, neglecting the structured application required for wealth accumulation. Make no mistake, acquiring information remains a dormant resource until it is fully integrated into a structured, actionable plan. The proof of this principle played out in a Chicago courtroom involving Henry Ford. A newspaper published an editorial labeling the industrialist an ignorant pacifist. Ford sued the paper for libel. On the witness stand, the opposing attorneys launched an aggressive strategy. They fired a barrage of trivial, general knowledge questions at Ford, attempting to humiliate him on the public record. Their intent was to prove to the jury that because Ford lacked formal schooling, he was uneducated, and therefore ignorant. This courtroom tactic perfectly illustrates society's metric for intelligence, equating the capacity of a human mind to a static encyclopedia. Eventually, Ford reached his limit under the cross-examination and delivered a rebuttal. He explained he had a row of push buttons on his desk. By pressing the right button, he summoned specialized men to answer any business question. He asked why he should clutter his mind with general trivia when his network provides specialized answers on demand. Ford was describing the concept of a mastermind, a coordinated network of specialized individuals acting as a direct extension of his own brain. True intellectual power is the architectural ability to summon specialized knowledge exactly when it is needed. We need to correct the definition of education. It comes from the Latin root educo, which means to draw out or to develop from within. An educated person does not necessarily have an abundance of general or specialized knowledge stored inside their own head. Rather, an educated person has developed their mental faculties to acquire whatever they need, without violating the rights of others. Ford was highly educated because he understood how to leverage the expertise of others to achieve his objectives. The coordination of a specialized network sets a far higher financial ceiling than individual knowledge ever could. The barrier to acquiring this specialized knowledge usually comes down to a lack of ambition. Overcoming this requires the utilization of your spare time, specifically through disciplined, self-directed home study. Salaried workers who intentionally schedule their after-hours time for specialized learning rarely remain at the bottom of the corporate hierarchy for long. This deliberate action attracts the attention of leaders, removing obstacles and opening doors to compounding opportunities. For most people, spare time is their only unallocated capital. Investing it into targeted, specialized knowledge is the most dependable mechanism for upward mobility. Acquiring specialized knowledge is only the first phase of the process. The final, critical step is selling it directly to the market. Offering generic skills is dangerous. Generalists are easily replaced, the market for them is saturated, and they are poorly compensated. Accumulating specialized knowledge is just raw material. You must craft a definite plan to market your specific services. Delivering specialized quality and quantity must be backed by a spirit of harmony and cooperation. Ultimately, all professionals are employed by the public they serve. Job security and high compensation belong exclusively to those who package their specialized knowledge into a highly targeted, expertly marketed service. To build your own specialized knowledge infrastructure, you need to initiate a specific sequence starting today. Action Step 1. Audit your push buttons. Identify the exact gap between your current skill set and your specific financial goal. Assign specific buttons to fill that gap. This involves hiring specialized individuals, building a network of peers, or leveraging tools for specific answers. Action Step 2. Overcome the ambition deficit. Schedule exactly 1 hour of home study tonight. This hour must be dedicated to acquiring the specialized knowledge required for your field, completely devoid of general entertainment or news. Action Step 3. Define your market value. Pinpoint the precise, specialized service you will offer clients or employers moving forward. Wealth results from organizing specialized knowledge into relentless, directed action.